I'm Gabby.
And I'm Shanna.
And we're 27 Travels.
And today we are in Bristol, United Kingdom. So if you've been following our UK adventure so far, you would have already seen our Bath video. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you go check it out, because basically we're on a little tour de France of the UK right now, because we got invited by Visit Britain, which is the tourism board of the UK, to explore another side of Britain. We are exploring some maybe like lesser known, less explored cities.
So far we are loving all of our stops on the UK, and we're so excited to see and learn everything about Bristol. We have heard so many different things about Bristol. We've heard that there's just an amazing vibe here, and it's more similar to where we live in Brooklyn. It's grungy, artsy, lots of street graffiti, amazing cafes and restaurants. So we're so excited to see that out, and I mean to experience that art scene for ourselves, which we've heard so much about.
So the first thing we are doing in Bristol today is a graffiti walking tour, which if you know Gabby and I, you know we absolutely love walking tours and graffiti. And one thing that we found out is that Banksy, like the artist, is actually from Bristol.
Yeah, so there's a lot of his art all around the city, so we're gonna see how much of it we can spot.
Dundee was one of the major figures of that time, and here's a picture from a book that I'll show you later called Subway Art, and this is kind of the scene as it was then. So this is his friends getting together, having a black book session or a writer's bench.
So we just learned something interesting. Actually, this kind of graffiti tag here is called a throw up. And basically what it means is that it's really easy if you're graffitiing something like illegally, essentially. You just kind of like spray paint the color and like outline it really quick and then run away. So I thought that was really cool. It's something that we learned on this tour. Very informative so far. Also, look at all these colorful garbage cans. We might need to come back here.
We're walking all over the city, and we're learning so many cool things about graffiti and art, and I mean, I personally love art, so I think that this is such an amazing tour.
Also, if you are a new subscriber to our channel, you might not know, but Gabby and I actually have a mural of us in New York City and Brooklyn, and we remember that one of the artists who painted it is actually from Bristol.
Yeah, his name is David Puck Artist. He's amazing, but we didn't realize until we were here doing the graffiti tour that he actually is from here.
Ravi's here.
Ravi loves tours.
No, I do. I love learning about Banksy. My mission is to meet Banksy.
Actually, so if you don't know, Banksy is like no one knows who they actually are. And the host of this tour said that she doesn't know them personally, but she thinks she knows who Banksy is. So we have a little inside scoop.
This is one of the oldest streets in Bristol. It's called the Christmas Steps because the church above the steps has like a nativity scene on it.
On to Brooklyn. We're Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So this is a huge nod to Brooklyn and the neighborhood that Gabby grew up in, which is Coney Island.
Warriors, baby. We're gonna do a graffiti workshop, which we're so excited about. We really don't know that much about it, but I think we're gonna be doing some graffiti today, which Shanna and I have never done. So
and I think Gabby's extremely excited.
Yes, I have been looking forward to this so much. I just love doing like art and art classes and learning how to do new things. I've been literally looking up graffiti videos for the last like 3 weeks. Shanna knows this.
Okay, this is what me and Gabby did.
Yeah, camera. They came out so cool. It was so much fun to do.
So much fun. Highly recommend.
I wonder if these will make it to our office. I think they might.
Maybe. We'll see if it matches.
We frame it and it matches and it looks cool. It'll be on our wall.
Okay, so next up we came to the Psycho Pump Gin Distillery. And if you know Gabby now, you know that both of us really love gin.
And we now have to work together to make our own gin that we actually get to take home, which should be so freaking cool, but also,
Are we gonna agree
on
the ingredients? I guess we'll have to see.
I don't know, but look how cool this setup is. We have everything we could possibly need. Like, look at all of this. We have different glasses. We have so many different, like, flavors and stuff. So
I'm really excited to do this.
Shanna and I both freaking love gin, so to be able to make our own is just incredible. So we actually learned today that in order for gin to basically be gin, it has to have juniper in it, because juniper is what makes gin. And there's a lot of other things that you can put into gin to kind of mix and match and make the flavor different, like basically to create a different flavor profile, which is what we're doing here today. We're like choosing our own flavors and putting them in and making our own gin.
Okay, so we're smelling different flavors of botanicals to add to our gin.
It smells so good. Shanna does not want cherry in, but I do.
I already vetoed cherry.
Wanna sniff it?
It's going in mine. We're in a competition right now. But
We're gonna
I
win.
feel like my gin drink is literally gonna be like a Long Island iced tea. Every flavor you can imagine, none of them make sense.
So these were the ones that we picked. But what do you think?
Amazing, yeah. Elderflower, lemon thyme, star anise, rose hip orange. Beautiful. That sounds good.
We did good. All right, so we just found out we have to do math to calculate how many milliliters of all of this and all of these flavors that we want to be in here. So,
You know, I'm gonna say something.
we gotta get to work.
There's a lot of things that Shanna and I are good at. Math is not one of them.
We are horrible at
Not good.
So we're gonna get to work on this and we'll report back.
Yeah, it's like a test.
I feel like I need like those scientist glasses to do this because we are putting the liquids inside of this.
Yeah, we literally have to measure every single liquid that we picked and then get it exact and pour it into this copper pot so that it can cook together.
Master?
Yeah.
So hopefully it will be cool.
Okay,
Juniper?
here we go.
Juniper.
You know how much to pour, right?
Yep. When the gin that is distilling here gets to be like about an inch, she said, in this cup here, I'm supposed to be pouring it in here because you want to get to 370 milliliters. So I'm going to do a little switcheroo now with these cups.
The skills.
And then I gotta pour. This is our gin that we just made.
Yeah, it has all of the herbs that we put in there, like already infused into the gin.
Next step is I have to pour water in all of our gin. Let's see.
That's our gin right here.
Yes, sorry, we've been cooked so many times. Okay, so I'm trying our gin, our cottagecore gin. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, you like it?
Definitely. You can try it. You can definitely taste the star anise. That's like.
Yeah, it tastes good. I like it.
So this is our gin in a bottle that we get to take home. How cool is that?
How beautiful is this? Now we just have to put our names and cottagecore on these.
Okay, so it is the next day in Bristol now, and we just need to talk about the adventures that we had last night. So we went to this show at the Old Market Assembly called the Random Shiz Quiz, and we didn't really know what to expect because obviously we're not from here. We've never seen that show before, but it was probably one of the best nights of our lives.
Yeah,
right?
it was like the most incredible experience, and I don't think that either Shanna or I expected it. Like, I don't know, it was just such a cool show, and it was such an inclusive space. Everyone was dressed in amazing costumes. Like, we've never felt like more like we belong somewhere, and I feel like anybody that walks into that would feel like they belong there. It was so freaking epic and amazing. Shanna even got on stage at some point.
I did a limbo.
A bunch of people from our group went on stage. It was just a freaking blast.
It was basically like a mix between like a pub quiz or like bar trivia, but also like I guess like an adult birthday party, I would say.
Yeah.
Because there was like a lot of like, you know, questions and stuff, but then also like interactive activities as well, like the limbo that you would do at a birthday party or like things like that. So it was really, really fun. We had the best time ever.
Yeah. It was so like queer and artsy, like some of the craziest and most amazing costumes I've ever seen.
Super
like,
creative costumes.
It was so much fun. It felt like, you know, we were on a team and we played as a team, which was just like amazing for our group, I feel like. And I don't know, it just felt like no matter what happened, you were a winner. I think that is one of the most amazing experiences that Shanna and I have ever had anywhere. And it's just like, I think a night that we're never gonna forget.
So it's the next day now, if I didn't already say that, but we're actually gonna go grab some breakfast. So we just like found this cute looking cafe next to our hotel. It's right here, called Society Cafe, and we're just gonna go check it out.
Yes, and then later we're going to the art museum, and I love a good art museum. Okay, right now we are right in front of the Clifton Suspension Bridge, and you can see right behind me, it is so freaking beautiful. This is such a scenic view, it's crazy. I should say that if you want to come see this exact view that Shanna and I are seeing right now, we are at the Clifton Observatory right now, which is why we have such an incredible view behind us. If you want to come and get the same exact view, you definitely have to come here and get it.
Yeah, I think this is probably the best view of the bridge. I mean, you can just see like everything, and it just looks absolutely stunning. And also the weather in the UK in general on this trip has been amazing, but the weather today is absolutely insane. I feel like we have such a sick view of the bridge.
Honestly, we've gotten so lucky on our whole entire trip because, you know, the UK can be a little bit rainy, a little bit cloudy, but for some reason this week when we're here, it's like magic. The sun has been out every day and it is warm and beautiful. Okay, so where we are in the park right now, there's this rocky area and there's kind of a natural slide there. So I'm gonna show you guys. Everybody has been sliding down this hill all morning. Anyway, everyone's been sliding down this hill. It's really kind of crazy. So I'm gonna show you. Shanna already slid down and she's all the way at the bottom. Okay, Ravi, you're about to slide down this natural slide for the second time today. How are you feeling?
Well, I already hurt myself once, so this is a great idea.
Okay, go, go, go.
Ravi around the world in the UK, baby! Oh.
And that right there is the behind the scenes of influencing people. Last morning in Bristol right now, which is so sad because we've loved it here, but we did a bunch of fun stuff last night. We went to a Sri Lankan restaurant, which was like kind of like tapas style Sri Lankan food, and we both basically have never had Sri Lankan food before. It was delicious, so many vegan options. Then we went to this amazing queer bar called Queen Shilling, and it was so fun. We danced on the dance floor and had an amazing time.
Basically, we're taking the train back to London, which is where we initially started our trip, and then we're going to spend the last 2 days of our trip in London, which is a city that both Gabby and I have been to before, but we have never been to together, so we're excited to explore.
Yeah, and it's also, I feel like we should say that it's not a very long train ride from Bristol or Bath to London. It's about like a little bit over an hour train ride, so that's all we have to do to go all the way back to London, and the train is super nice, so it's really easy.
But hopefully you enjoyed our Bristol video because we have not really heard too much about this area of the UK before, but we absolutely loved it. It really reminded us of Brooklyn, which is where we live in New York City. Like the vibe is very similar. We felt so welcome here. We had such a great time, and we actually feel like we could have done even more stuff here, so we might need to come back one day.
Yeah, definitely. It's like the perfect size city. It's like a bit bigger than Bath, but way smaller than somewhere like London. You know what I mean? So it's like you can get around the whole city, but there's so much that you can do here, and it's very artsy with lots of coffee shops and vintage stores and graffiti, so that part of it is really cool.
But thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon with another video.
Bye!